It'll come later.
All right, later.
Welcome to Meet in the Middle, everybody. I gotta fix the camera, so y'all gotta bear with me. Daryl got it though.
Like he fixed it. Yo.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. We in this bed. Marshall used to be watching this show, boy. She got something going on her. These little grip, these are same croquette.
Okay.
Yeah, don't look like one. Oh shit, that ain't look good now.
Some grits going too?
Really grits. I posted that 2 hours ago. Talking about this on Meet in the Middle right now. Got him.
But how do we always end up with the same color? Like,
Hey, yeah,
you ever notice that?
Yeah, a great man speak alike, cool. You just could have been a secretary.
Nah, you just could have been Capricorn.
Yeah.
So I wish the old girl would have just held you out a little bit longer. A little bit longer, dog. It would have been good. 2 Capricorns in the same. You a Capricorn. You can call me a Sagittarius. That's cool. I'm fine with it. Even though I know I'm not.
I got my coffee today.
I got some Kool-Aid.
Like real Kool-Aid? Like Kool-Aid? Like the Kool-Aid we drink? You got that whole thing full of Kool-Aid?
The real Kool-Aid.
Like sugar?
Like sugar.
Water and
like
flavor?
Like what roaches like.
Nah, boy.
Whole thing of Kool-Aid.
And my kids be, they mama be making it for me. All types of shit for these pooches for me.
The one with the packs. Yeah. I learned the packs is way more potent.
So you got red Kool-Aid in that?
Yeah.
You ain't got grape in that though.
I got every last flavor you could think about.
And these pooches finna tell you this one.
Hey.
Walking around.
Hey, look, come here. Sit down.
Man looking like he just waiting.
Sit down.
You got the pooches here. Everybody always asks about the pooches.
Pooch. My pooch.
Yeah.
Daryl Pooch, just fine with Daryl Pooch.
Yeah, he way down there. Okay, we only got them 2. We ain't got this middle one going today. Okay. Yeah. Keep going down. Boy, I ain't got a new coffee maker, so I done figured out how the proper water to coffee.
Can't see your
ratio. And yeah, this is good. This really
shit. What mama calling?
Oh, your mama calling.
Yeah, go ahead, you take over.
Put my mama name.
What's up, mom?
So yeah, man, this is Meet in the Middle. Mr. Daryl Finley, Civil Rights University, SBU.
Your car is what?
Let's do a deal.co. Middle of the day, middle of the week conversation.
Where you at?
We usually do this show on Wednesday, but we decided to do it on Thursday this week.
Okay, you need me to come now?
Getting that work in. We might be ending this one a little early because my man's on the phone with his mom. So she needs a little help.
Okay.
So we shall see. That's the look you make when he's fresh. That one. Yeah.
You say Pembroke and what, mom?
So alongside myself, the good guy, got the A-hole extraordinaire.
Okay, I got your location. Okay. You know what that means?
I was telling the people we may cut it short today, moms.
Now my dad calling. We got time for one video, and then we'll haul ass. Let's just run the call, man. It's your call. Let's just run the main one real quick, and we'll have to catch back up with y'all next week. Or you can stay and you can do all of them.
Only thing Gucci got to do is shower. He don't got to do nothing else. I do everything for that man, but not because I have to or I want to.
That's a big one. That's a huge, real huge.
To end it,
Right there. I ain't doing this with you. Come on, man. Let's do the one video so you can get up out of here.
all right, which one you want to go with?
Whatever one, the original first one was.
The original first one?
Yeah.
A man telling me that he's been married says nothing to me because marriage was made for men anyway. Marriage teaches women to tolerate a lot of trauma and dysfunction and put up with a lot of transgressions that men have. So a man being married for 20, 30, 40 years only tells me that the woman tolerated a lot of abuse, a lot of mental and emotional turmoil for him to even say he's been married that long. So men telling me they've been married for an extended period of time does nothing for me. I would like to hear women speak all of the joys of being married for so long without the turmoil that comes with it. A man
And they already in the comments. But listen, before we say anything, when I first saw that video, I was thinking the same thing. Like, what? But let's just take a second. I see you in the comments, Mark. Let's just take a second. Let's just take a second, fellas. Everything that you thinking, hold that thought. Like, let's go to the next thought real quick. Let's go to the next thought real quick, cause after I got past my initial thoughts, I could see where she was coming from. I could say, okay, I could see where she was coming from. Um, check that out real quick, back. I don't know what's going on.
Must be
Mark, let me know. Mark, you in the comments? Let me know if the sound is horrible. Shamar, appreciate you.
yeah, she called me already today.
Letting us know. Mic check 1 3.
Give me 5 minutes. I'm gonna leave the house in a minute. I'll go check her out.
Mic check 1 3.
All right, I'm gonna call you back.
Shamar says she experienced it. Exactly what you experienced, Shamar. And you said you experienced it.
What's wrong with the mics? I don't see nothing going on with the mics. Maybe that's hers.
Said the sound is horrible. Hey, Mark, if you still there, definitely let us know if the sound is okay. If the sound you receive and the audio you receiving from the mics is okay. It's roughly like y'all underwater. Okay.
Is anybody else experiencing that sound that Shamari's saying? Let us know.
Yeah, definitely. Check the mail bars out, Shamar. All right. But yeah, so Ben, I know you kind of mind all over the place, but did you catch that video? You need to play it again. Let's play it one time.
A man telling me that he's been married says nothing to me because marriage was made for men anyway. Marriage teaches women to tolerate a lot of trauma and dysfunction and put up with a lot of transgressions that men have. So a man being married for 20, 30, 40 years only tells me that the woman tolerated a lot of abuse, a lot of mental and emotional turmoil for him to even say he's been married that long. So men telling me they've been married for an extended period of time does nothing for me. I would like to hear women speak all of the joys of being married for so long without the turmoil that comes with it. A man
Well, that's
Just wait. Hold on, just wait. Because I think when you hear that, I think you have certain thoughts and feelings that come to mind. That's like Mark said, what? In the comments, right? I think that just happens. But I think if you just take a few mics to really see what she's saying, I think that you come, at least I came to a place of like, none of what she's saying, it's not, it's true. And what I will hope that we take from that is that we can't continue to romanticize marriage, long-standing relationships, etc., etc. Like we can't continue to romanticize them. Yes, it's gonna come with some turmoil. It's gonna come with some rainy days. It's gonna come with all the things that life comes with. So yes, all of that. Yes, a woman, two people that have been married for an extended period of time are gonna have their war stories. They're gonna have things that they have experienced with one another that they've had to freaking overcome. So there was nothing that was necessarily said that I disagree with. Now, of course, there's the other side of the coin, different ends of the spectrum, and things of that sort. What she said at the end was, I would like to hear a woman talk about it without, you know what I'm saying, the turmoil. And that's cool as well. You understand what I'm saying? It may be I don't know. So we had some people saying it's cool. We had some people saying it's not. Shout out to Drew Hayes in the comments.
I bounced them up. We gonna have to exit stage left after this. I gotta go save the old girl. Her car just plunked out on another road.
Okay, well now, hey, we'll revisit these videos at a later date. Bat has the exit. Hey, drop one in the channel if you want me to just keep on going. I can hit a few buttons and pull the thing. Only thing I gotta do is tell me how to end the live.
It's right here. Say outro.
That's it. And then how to end it? Just hit that button.
That's it.
All right, I can do that.
You got it? Yeah. I'm gonna try to make it back before he done.
I can do that. Does that box come over this way, or do I gotta sit over there?
No, you can bring it up there.
Yeah. It's like a little shoe. There's an outro. Okay. So top left, go end line.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get it going.
So you got that was the video you played.
Uh-huh.
That's the one with Gucci.
And then to take it off, you hit the same button.
No, so you just go back to this number.
That's the main one.
So watch this.
A man telling me that he's been married.
Oh, it's a little this one. Oh, this thing. You're lying, man.
And then the one that said outro is how you end it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, man. Go get mom, man. All right. What just my camera, man?
Oh shit.
Hey, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm here.
Just call me if you need me. You want to play Halo up? You got it.
I'm here, man. You think she be all right? Yeah, she don't listen to me, but put all in there.
Come on.
Yeah, appreciate it. All right, man. We here, man. I guess I'm on the wheels of steel. I got the comments going right here. I got the video going. I got the main. Got all type of stuff going on, man. Okay, I'm engineering, I'm hosting. I'm just doing the damn thing. So, hey, drop one in the chat if you're still with me. This is fun. But listen, we talking about a video in which the young lady expressed that a man being married for an extended period of time is not anything that's impressive to her. And she spoke about all the things that that woman has likely had to endure by being married for a substantial amount of time. So Shamari says, dating a man that was married 20 years, I thought he would be well put together, but it was exactly what she said. He didn't work during the majority of the 20 years, life suspended, emotionally immature, pothead, etc. It showed me his wife just tolerated a lot of BS for 20 years. Wow. Those 20 years didn't mean he was a stellar husband. It's the BS. What she spoke is facts, and they can apply vice versa as well. I agree 200%. Mic check. Yep. Okay. I think I did it right. Quick, turn off back, Mike. I got it. So them Gettys though. So it's safe to say that it could go both ways, right? Meaning like the woman could have just tolerated a whole bunch of BS, or it could have actually been a marriage or been a situation that was, pretty decent. What I gathered from that clip was simply um marriage or any long-standing relationship is gonna come with its measure of turmoil, right? It's gonna come with its measure of um shit that occurs. And I think that oftentimes relationship wise, marriage wise, being in love and loving someone, that we've romanticized it to the point to where when things do occur, we don't understand that that's just all a part of the journey. That's just all a part of the growth. That's just all a part of the marriage going through that fire and being tested, or the relationship going through that fire and being tested. Now, I'm not saying that there's not situations that occur or circumstances that occur that ultimately will sever the situation possibly beyond repair. But I am saying that in any event, anytime that we're on a journey of life and we're growing and evolving, it's gonna be tested. It's gonna be challenged, right? I hope that makes any sense. So if you tuned in on Facebook, man, share this live. Share this live. It's a little share button with an arrow pointing to the right. You can share this live to your inbox. First 10 people in your inbox, you can share it to your wall. Tag OPOV podcast. I think we got two different on Facebook, a business and a personal one. So you can tag OPOV podcast, both pages. And you can also share this to your story, right? You can share this to your story. So yeah. Shout out to y'all for rocking with us. We usually come on a Wednesday. It is Thursday, and then my brother Batman had to get up out of here, had to go see about some family business. So I'ma just go ahead and keep the ball rolling. But y'all talk to me. Y'all talk to me. Y'all talk to me. Let me know y'all still here now. Let me see. So see if I can get this thing going. This the video.
Enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy.
A man telling me that he's been married says nothing to me, because marriage was made for men anyway. Marriage teaches women to tolerate a lot of trauma and dysfunction and put up with a lot of transgressions that men have. So a man being married for 20, 30, 40 years only tells me that the woman tolerated a lot of abuse, a lot of mental and emotional turmoil for him to even say he's been married that long. So men telling me they've been married for an extended period of time does nothing for me. I would like to hear women speak all of the joys of being married for so long without the turmoil that comes with it. A man
Oh shoot, okay. Think I'm doing this thing. Nope, that ain't it. Let me see. Where my camera at? I just gotta keep it like that, y'all. This usually back. See, hold on, here you go right here. Bam! I got it. So Eric in the comments says so easy to leave now. No one actually wants to do the work. Social media is so influential. Now people believe they have unlimited options. I definitely believe that's true. Um, I was literally having a conversation with someone, and I was explaining, me personally, at this point in life, if I am lucky enough to have someone and meet someone that um, can meet my needs and possibly even some of my wants, I'm not willing to take the risk of exploring these quote unquote unlimited options. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not willing to take that risk. What's up, CC? Shout out to CC in the comments, depending on the type of man she has. That's true. That's true. If you look up in the comments, CC, if you can still see the comments, that's what Shamari was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with a man that had been married for 20 years and understanding that his wife just pretty much tolerated a lot of the BS for 20 years. Like him being married for 20 years didn't necessarily suggest anything other than the wife had tolerated a whole lot of BS. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing is that it sounds as if men don't tolerate us as well. Everyone comes with flaws or baggage. We do tolerate y'all a great deal. And I say that because predominantly, so the difference between men and women, don't kill me for this, right? Men are men are hunters, right? We're predators, right? We're hunters. And a lot of us, we have a sexual prowess, right? And because of that, we will tolerate a great deal because we want to mate. I think that men have a much better understanding and a much better tolerance of the woman than the woman does of the man. Why? Because women control the sex. Women control access to sex. It's just what it is, right? So by women controlling the access to the sex and by men by nature being drawn to mate, to have sex, a woman will never not be able to attract attention. Now, if that attention is rooted in the right things, that's speculative. But ultimately, a woman will always be able to get attention or be sought after from the opposite sex simply because she has the vagina. And that's what motivates us a great deal. Therefore, we will tolerate a whole lot to continue on in our innate ability and want to mate. And I hope that that makes sense, right? So we do. I believe everyone does actually come with flaws or baggage. I also believe that we have a much better understanding of the reality of flaws and baggage. Meaning, we don't. I don't think that we are as critical of you all as you are of us. Like I really don't. I really like it, men have recently gotten to a point of having quote unquote standards and all this other crap, whatever like that. For the most part, if you could hit the, check off 2 or 3 different boxes, you was all right. You know what I'm saying, with a nigga, and it wasn't as critical. I believe from the man to the woman as it is from the woman to the man. No, because women are naturally plain and simple, so women will plant feet first. Okay. All right, so let's get into some of these other videos. But just to sum up that last one, I do agree wholeheartedly with what she was saying. I do agree wholeheartedly with what she was saying. I do believe that the ability to stay married, to be married and stay married, weighs on so many different factors. Um, one of the biggest ones being, just not leaving. But now, just not leaving, like, what are you staying for at the same time? And I think more people are getting to a point where it's like, well, I'm not just gonna settle or stay in a situation that's not suiting me. But then the question becomes, are you allowing yourself to grow with the situation? Right? Do we have the proper perspective about the situation? Like, do you understand the person that you get with is not the person you're going to stay with? Do you understand the person you marry is not the person you're going to remain married to? Because both of you are going to change. The dynamics are going to change. The circumstances are going to change, and we have to be willing to adapt and evolve with one another as life happens, as life occurs, as time goes on. Right. All right. So we had that video. Let me see what else we got here. Bet, what else you pulled up?
Just being happy and going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he got to eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he got to do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it. And if I don't do it, I would be miserable.
Why do you think you'd be miserable?
Because I want to take care of my man. I don't want nobody else to do it. I want you to pay so-and-so to do this. A chef, I cook for him. I buy his clothes. I do everything. And I want to keep the money at home.
Baby!
I want to keep the money in the bank.
Yes.
I invest. I do great investments. So it's like, the thing is, when you have a man, you want that man to need you, not want you. And Gucci needs me. He can't function without me, and that's what you want in a relationship.
She said that's what you want in a relationship. That is so true. So that video been floating around. That video been floating around. I'm quite sure everybody here done seen that video right there. And man, a lot of the comments I read were from women that were saying, well, he allows her to do it. Like he goes and does this, so she's now able to do that, et cetera, et cetera. And I believe that all those things may very well be true. But if we're just talking about the particular excerpt of that conversation that's going viral, it's a woman saying that, hey, this is what I do. I am proud to do this. If I wasn't doing this, I would be miserable. And I've asserted myself as a value add to that man. And I wouldn't want to do it no other way. Right. At no point in that interview did she say, well, he does this, so I can now do that. So in other words, there wasn't that stipulation. There wasn't that condition there. Now, before y'all come for my head, I do understand that there's a yin and like there's a give and a take, right? It's twofold. I'm quite sure that there's a number of things that he has to give, sacrifice, adhere to the whole 9 yards for her to be able to do what she do. But based on that particular part of the conversation, what I took from it and what I could respect so much about it was a person saying that this is how I am. This is how I rock. This is what I want to do. You dig what I'm saying? And it comes unrestricted. It comes without anything other than this is what I want to do. So I had like I guess you could call it an epiphany. And if you're just not tuning in, this is Meet in the Middle. Mr. Darrell Finn, Silverback University, SBU. Let's do a deal.co. Shout out my brother, Batman, aka the asshole extraordinaire. He had to exit for a little bit, so I'm just holding it down, rapping with y'all for a little bit before we get up out of here. But yeah, man, I had an epiphany. I had like a thought. It was some time ago, maybe a year or two ago. And the thought was more or less like, I'm gonna be whom it is that I am, right? The question on the floor just becomes, and I'm speaking from like a relational standpoint. The question on the floor just becomes if you're gonna be the one that's on the receiving end of me being whom it is that I am. Right. In other words, and I've said on this show a number of times, I can count on one hand the women I've like actually loved and been in love with, wanted to be with, was with, relational and all that. And in my mind, I believe that if those women were to at any point in life have a conversation about me with one another, I believe they would all kind of say the same thing, right? Like they would all kind of say the same thing. Oh, he's this, he's this, he's this, he's this, etc. Right? And that's because that's me being whom it is that I am. It wasn't like, oh, well, because she was this, then now I am this or that. No. Like this is how I am. It's certain things across the board that you can just more or less expect from me if we're on that level. And it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with me. So with that being said, when I saw the clip and, looked at the conversation and things of that sort, and I'm seeing Keisha Kayor speak the way that she spoke, what she spoke about had nothing to do with Gucci. It had everything to do with her being the woman that she is. That brother just was smart enough, lucky enough, etc., to see it, grab hold to it, and don't let it go. And this is and another thing I say to people all the time, men and women alike. If you are such this person that you've created in your mind, like you're just God's gift to woman, you're just God's gift to man. and yet and still you haven't landed with your person at a certain point, something missing now. There's no judge at all, but something missing because people ain't stupid. I do believe that women still recognize a good man, and men definitely still recognize a good woman. So if you are all that you're claiming you are, somebody would have snatched your behind up, and I don't care what you say. Keisha K.O. is all that she say she is, and obviously somebody, and not just anybody. We all know. We done seen Gucci journey over the years in the public eye, and he saw something and said, let me get that. Let me get that first quarter, right? All right, I agree with her. With that. You got to cook and clean and wash everything smiling. And everything smiling from hand your man a pen so he can write the check, give it to you. Oh, how does that feel? I say that all the time. And Bat be looking at me crazy when I say I love to make my man happy when I'm with him because I enjoy his joy. I enjoy his joy. I give you a bell for that, CC. I give you a bell for that. Well, that's the same with women, though. Not every woman comes with a love to serve and nurture and take care of others. It's not forced or a task when you naturally want to do it. So, not every woman comes with a love to serve and nurture and take care of others. Okay. And if not, then what's the compensation? Right? What's the compensation? Meaning, how do you compensate if you don't come with that? If you don't come with that, with that natural love to serve and nurture and take care of others? Because for us, if we flip the table, if we look on the other side of the coin, we're looked at, if we don't come with the ability to protect and provide, we're looked at as nothing as men. Nothing. I mean, you see stuff online and say, man, if you ain't got your money together, don't date. You shouldn't even date. Like you shouldn't even be trying to find no companionship if you ain't got your damn money in order, or if you ain't got this, and it's like, God damn, maybe that person can give me a little conversation to change the trajectory of my thinking or something. I mean, damn, so I can't even be a person to have human communication with the opposite sex if I ain't got $1 million in the bank. Like, that's crazy. So again, Erica, I would ask you, what's the compensation? You know what I'm saying? What's the compensation? What's up, Jill? How you doing? What's the compensation? You know what I'm saying? Okay, if she's not coming with the nature to serve and serve others, then I mean, shit. Like, that's a really, 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 really big deal. That's a huge deal. So what's the compensation? So if you're just not tuning in, we was talking about the Keisha K.O. Interview that's kind of all over the internet right now, of her saying just how she adds such a measure of value to her husband, their marriage, and their relationship, and things of that sort, and how she takes pride in doing so. You understand what I'm saying? How she takes a great deal of pride in doing so. I want to definitely just run that one back real quick, and then we'll go ahead and wrap this thing on up. I think it's this button.
Do is shower. Only thing Gucci got to do is shower. He don't got to do nothing else. I do everything for that man, but not because I have to do it. I want to. I enjoy taking care of him. I enjoy him just being happy and going to the studio and doing music. I don't want him to worry about the bills, worry about what he got to eat, worry about nothing. That man, all he got to do is bathe child and go do his shows and go to the studio. That is it. The wife takes care of everything else, and I love doing it. And if I don't do it, I would be miserable.
Why do you think you'd be miserable?
Because I want to take care of my man. I don't want nobody else to do it. I want you to pay so-and-so to do this. A chef, I cook for him. I buy his clothes. I do everything. And I want to keep the money at home.
Baby!
I want to keep the money in the bank.
Yes.
I invest. I do great investments. So it's like, the thing is, when you have a man, you want that man to need you, not want you. And Gucci needs me. He can't function without me, and that's what you want in a relationship.
Hey, I need you, baby. Hey, if I need you, I need you, boy. I ain't too proud to say it. I ain't too proud to claim it. If I need you, I need you. Man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. And I also listening to that. So men, we have a deep desire to be needed. You dig what I'm saying? To be needed. Now, sometimes our ladies can believe that they don't need a man in a sense. And then a lot of us will exit stage left, understanding that the woman has that premise because, well, if you don't need me, then there's no like I can't walk in my calling as a man to provide if in fact you give me nothing to provide for. You dig what I'm saying? This isn't to say that our ladies shouldn't be independent to an extent, but this is to say that there has to be a space created for the man to walk in his rightful place. Um, and one of them is, in fact, us asserting ourselves in a person's life, in a woman's life, as a need. Now that becomes construed. That becomes really, really, really out of place when that man manipulates that need into now a ego trip or a power structure and things of that sort, right? Like it should definitely come from a genuine place, like Keisha Kayor said. It's what I want to do, and if I can't do it, I don't even know how to. You dig what I'm saying? Ladies say she'll be miserable. You dig what I'm saying? So definitely, both parties should want to assure that the other person needs them, not for them to then turn that need into a dictatorship, but from a place of genuine service. Right? There's not an even and mutual exchange of that behavior between both sexes. What you mean? What you mean, G? Explain that to me. Her conversation says when he steps in that house, that's her domain. But that also touches on his trust in her to allow her to those things like paying the bills and investing, etc. So I think that if a man marries a woman, um, right, men control marriage. If a man marries a woman, that what's the word I'm looking for? Almost by default suggests that he trusts her and allows her to do the things that you're pointing out, paying the bills, investing, and the house being her domain. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. But that also touches on his trust in her. Yeah, absolutely. See, y'all ain't gonna try to switch this thing around and put it on, it's definitely a even give and take, right? It's an even give and take. I do believe that both parties, all parties involved in anything, have to show up, have to measure up for one another. Make no doubt about it. But that video and that particular clip is very, very, very important to simply point out. She spoke of her output and it didn't come with all the other crap oftentimes that our ladies communicate. It's almost like oftentimes what we hear as men coming from our women, yeah, I'll do this if you do this. But yeah, once you do this, then I'll be able to do that. Once this happens, then I'll be able. And it's one of them things that's like, okay, okay. So you don't want to genuinely just do anything or initiate doing anything, like everything that you claim that you will do is like someone else has to go first. And that then to us it really just sounds a whole lot like conditions. like conditional, right? So in the business world, you have terms of agreement, then you have conditional terms, meaning we can meet these terms under these conditions. And that's always a slippery slope because you just never have that certainty. So for example, going back to Erica a second ago, you say, a lot of times men don't tolerate women. And I would have to disagree because there are just things that we know about y'all, good, bad, and indifferent. Like you can pretty much know if you ruffle her feathers, if she catch an attitude, if she ain't feeling it, you might be eating hamburger helper, man. You might, you may not get the bug for the next week or two. Like that's just what it is. So that's the condition. The condition is, hey, if I'm not feeling it, if I got an attitude, if I'm in a bad mood, and I want you to know that I got an attitude, then this is the this how I'm gonna steer that ship. This how I'm gonna do that. The key part is if you want me to know. Now you can have your attitude and keep doing the things that you would normally do, because at that point you probably ain't trying to let it be known. Okay, the attitude is here, but if you trying to let it be known that the attitude is there, yeah, ain't no filet mignon, babe. Shit, nigga, lucky if she even feed a nigga, but definitely ain't no filet mignon, babe. All right, both parties want to feel needed and wanted. If both parties have the same mindset and understanding of what each other's role is to one another within their relationship. In a relationship, those two people create their own dynamic, which is different in everybody's relationship. What is agreed to and understood is for them and not everybody else to understand. What y'all talk about? I'll be home Friday. What's up, Reva? Bat had to go take care of some family business. So I'm just at the wheels of steel right now. We was just talking about the Keisha Kayor clip that's floating around the internet, and her saying that all Gucci got to do is bathe his ass and go to the studio. She take care of everything else, and she's proud to do so. She wants to do so, right? I said the video was making it seem like it wasn't an equal thing, like women tolerate men, but it's not vice versa. I agree, men tolerate us as well. Absolutely. So, yeah, that's what we was talking about. That's what we was talking about, Reva. I'm just kind of holding it down for a little bit since Bat had to exit, but I definitely will be exiting. You can't see him, but Billy here before you even ask for him, Reva. He down there snoring. And we just having a conversation around that video. I already played it twice, so I don't think I'm gonna play it again, but I'm sure you've seen that video floating around. We'll get into this next one. Shout out to everybody that's in the comments. Shamari, let me know if you still there. I know you sent over the Keisha Kayor video. I think you also sent over another one. I don't think we got that one loaded up. Right, let's go to this one right here. Let's see if nope, that ain't working.
I'm just letting you know I'm not about to settle down before I know what the cat like.
But JJ, I'm staying celibate before marriage, right?
I get that. So, okay. Are you a virgin?
No.
So you want me to wait for it, but you didn't wait. You didn't make them other dudes wait for it.
What is that supposed to mean?
What are you celibate for?
Because of my religion. I'm Christian.
You just now turned Christian?
I did give my life to Christ. I did.
When?
Last year. I got baptized. I changed my life around, and there's just certain things I don't want to do, before marriage.
So you've been celibate the whole year?
I've been celibate for about 6 months now.
So, all right, you can go a little bit longer then, right? I mean, I'm not about to settle down, and I don't know what it's like.
Yeah, but are you Christian? I thought you told me you were a Christian.
I am Christian. I'm like part-time now.
So now I feel like you playing with your religion, because that's very disrespectful to say you're a part-time Christian, which means you do what you want to do. That's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we're on the same page when it comes to that.
I mean, you just now, you know what I'm saying? You just now going 100%. You ain't gonna go 100% with me. Let me ask you something. When you go buy a car, you just take it off the lot or do you test drive?
Yeah, but if you're following
answer the question?
Christianity,
Can you answer the question? Do you test drive the car?
I do test drive the car, but
Why?
that's a car. We're not gonna relate a car to being celibate to being human beings. Like I'm not a car. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like it's different. Like I'm gonna be celibate. If you have a problem with that, then we don't have to date.
I mean, you could be celibate and single.
That's fine. And then the next man will be happy and accept my wishes. He will respect me. Like you don't have to respect it. It's fine.
I mean, I don't respect it, but I do respect it.
Okay, so we don't have to keep dating is what I'm saying, Jada. Like you brought me all the way here to your house to sit here and try to convince me to sleep with you, and I already told you I'm celibate. Like I don't appreciate that. If I told you up front on the first date that I'm celibate, then you should have made your mind up right then and there if you were gonna walk away or not.
What time is it right now?
It's late.
What made you come over here?
I mean, you said we could chill and talk.
My definition of chilling is around this time is,
Okay.
I could have called somebody else over here.
So that's what you're trying to do.
No.
No,
What?
so that's disrespectful.
Am I trying to do what?
You trying to get?
Yeah, I'm trying to get some. I ain't gonna lie. So you can start your celibacy thing tomorrow, and we can call it even. We can be together then.
Yeah, you're not what I'm looking for. It's just not gonna work.
So yeah, ladies, if you've ever experienced a cornball like that, I apologize to you. That was just real goofy cornball behavior. Like the young lady said, man, I told you this on the first date. You could have exit stage left right now. All this and that, you kind of maybe he saw it as a challenge. I can't really, they look like they were a little younger. Probably can blame lack of maturity on the behavior. But fellas, don't be cornballs, man. Please don't be cornballs. Based on that clip right there, she told him out the gate, that's what it is. And you just accept that's what it is. You ain't gotta try to twist and tangle and do all these little stupid little immature mind games, reverse psychology, and you test drive a car for man. Come on, man, cut it out. Like cut it out, cut it out. And I just feel like I feel like the ladies in the comments that they ain't come up yet, but I feel like some of y'all just probably typing away right now, like. But yeah, he had the OPOV podcast, man. We don't encourage cornball behavior, man. That was just real cornball behavior. If you meet any person, man, male or female, you can be a woman can meet a man that's like, hey man, I'm just grinding right now, really on my purpose. I probably won't have a lot of time to spend with you, but in the meantime, in between time, if we can connect, that's cool. Then 2 weeks later, she talking about I don't hear from you. You're like, hey, I told you. Same thing, man. Anybody you meet that has let you know from the jump what something is, and from the jump that that's not something you can get with, just move around. Just move around, man. Like, just move around. Because now, even though it sounded like that young lady was standing on business, you know what I'm saying, she could possibly now be questioning her entire thought process, her entire motivation behind what it is that she's doing. Because you come with your cornball behavior, trying to dissect and pick apart a person's stance. And that's not cool. It'll never be cool. So shout out to her for handling herself accordingly. And again, humble opinion, dog was definitely being a cornball. So you go to talking about if you test drive a car, why you came over here at this hour. And I would say that though. I don't know what time it was based on that clip that she did come now. If she, if it's pushing a certain hour when you're trying to maintain your celibacy, you should definitely not be in those positions. You dig what I'm saying? So let's stop right there for a second. Your action has to align with your boundary, right? Your action has to align with your boundary. So just for the context from that clip, if you're trying to maintain a journey of celibacy, right? You can't put yourself in positions where that celibacy can be compromised, but then also want to lean on the fact that you're saying you're trying to maintain your celibacy, because the action and the word gotta align. You dig what I'm saying? You can't be at a dude house, at a certain hour. Oh, you say we can chill, but again, it's at a certain hour. Ain't nothing open at a certain hour but legs and gas stations. But at the same time, you're like, oh, but I'm being celibate. Like, nah, your actions definitely got to align with your boundaries. You dig what I'm saying? She knew why he called her over there. She should have declined. Don't even entertain certain situations. We saying the same thing, Erica. Your actions have to align with your boundary. It has to. You dig what I'm saying? It's not just good enough to speak on your boundary. It all has to go hand in hand. The action and the boundary has to go hand in hand. I never noticed how small my eyes is. My eyes be open, y'all. For real. I do. That's what it look like for me to like stretch my eyes open. Like I can see everything. I guess they just real chinky. But yeah, the action definitely has to align with the boundary. The boundary gotta align with the action. It goes hand in hand, right? It goes hand in hand. So shout out to her. Has any other ladies in the like what's the longest in any of the ladies, any just people in general, men and women, what's the longest you've gone without sex? And were you being celibate or were you being abstinent? Abstinence is abstaining from sex. You're open to it, but you're just abstaining from it. And celibacy is I ain't having sex. I ain't open to it. Ain't nothing. So what's like the longest? I honestly I didn't know it was a thing. The past few years I met some women different women, different points in life, and that's the road they were on. More of an abstinent type thing, but they had gone like some substantial amount of time without. I'll be honest with you. I ain't know it was possible until I encountered certain people. You know what I'm saying? I believe it was a clip. I think we played it on this show of Redman a few months back. Was saying like that was the best thing he could have did when he abstained from sex for I believe it was like over a year, and just the clarity and things of sort that came with that. So I'm definitely not opposed to going on the journey of abstinence. But anybody in the comments ever went on that journey, and if so, like what did you discover about yourself? What did you discover about others? Like what did it teach you, if anything? And if you're just not tuning in, this is Meet in the Middle. Typically we do it on a Wednesday, but we couldn't get to it yesterday, so now we got to it today. And then unfortunately, my brother Batman had to go handle some family business, so this is just myself, Mr. Daryl Finley, aka the good guy, aka I ain't gonna say my other one. The lady that gave it to me used to fuss at me for actually saying it, so I stopped saying it. But just holding it down while my brother go handle his business. I'm definitely finna land the plane. And again, just trying to see if any of my ladies in the comments have abstained for a substantial amount of time. What would be like a good amount of time? Is it like 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years? Hmm. I think
Shit, boy, listen. They say in order to break any habit, you got to do it for at least, I think it's 90 days. So if you go about 90 days, now you cook with a little grease. You go 6 months. I think it's different for men and women too, because women actually control it. I think it's different. I think it's different for men and women. I think a dude can go 3 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year. Ooh, man. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to you. All right. I don't see no comments coming up. Maybe y'all done went back to work. I'm finna do the same. Get to it. Got a networking event to go to tonight. I'm excited about that. Always good to get out and meet new people. Always good to get out and brush shoulders, meet some new people. So yeah, super excited about that. Super excited about that. Y'all can catch us this upcoming Saturday, 7 p.m. Miss Miami is back on the show, so we happy about that. So tune in, myself, Batman, Jordan, Miss Miami, 7:30, OPOV podcast, Other Point of View, streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. If you haven't already done so, you can go to the YouTube, subscribe to the channel. That when we go live, you will get a little alert. Make sure you turn the notifications on. Make sure you turn the notifications on so when we go live, boom, you tuned in. And yeah, man, we go ahead and wrap this thing on up. I'm going to see if I can end the live the way I'm supposed to. He gave me the button, but I forgot which one it is. It should be this one that say outro. All right, man, we up out of here.